everyone, it's Lily here from Shine Bright Diamonds 2023, and I'm coming to you today with another one of my weekly WIP'n chats. So, if you are new to my channel, welcome. I am so happy that you have found my little corner here on YouTube. And of course, those of you that are returning, welcome back. Now, if this is your first time tuning into a WIP'n chat, WIP stands for Work in Progress, and chat is where I chat to you about what's been going on in my little corner here in Canada. So feel free to pull out one of your projects and work alongside me or treat this as a podcast, whatever floats your boat. So let's get into it because I feel like I have quite a bit of updates. Like this past week was absolutely bonkers. So before I get into my updates, the kit that I am working on is this one here. It's Autumn Sunset. Oops. All right. So this kit, it's been an ongoing work in progress. I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to try my best to get done as much of it as possible before I'm like throwing the towel and I will be working on something else. um, so Autumn Sunset is what I'm working on. And then in terms of my accessories, I'm using this narrow tray from Creations Moren. And then in terms of my pen situation, I have a bunch of pens sitting out, but because this kit has been pretty confetti heavy, at least this section, I'm just using my Diamond Art Club Twist and Pick pen because I'm doing a lot of single placing. I also have my pen from Butterfly Effect Wares if I have any multi-placing. Whoopsie, another pen from Creations Moren. And then I have the random pen from Amazon that I use for like straightening drills. So yeah, that's it. And then of course my release papers are coming from Bee's Crafty Corner. And because I'm feeling a little bit more festive despite working on a fall themed kit, I have this cover minder that I had got from the Diamond Stitcher. I don't think she makes cover minders anymore, but at one point she was making them and I was obsessed. So yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. So this is the section here. I'm just going to update there. Okay. And we are in camera-ish. I'm just going to adjust. Hold on. Ooh. Okay. You're in camera. Or in frame. Frame? Camera? I don't know. Alrighty. So let's get into it. How are you? What is new? I know here I'm filming it on Sunday, November 9th, and it is currently just after 8:30 at night. So it is sort of late, but I was like, you know what? I got to give you guys some updates. Plus, this coming week is really busy. So yeah, so how are you? What is new? I know for me here, it's been pretty busy. Last week or this past week was very chaotic because tomorrow, Monday, I have reports due. So this week at work, I was super busy working on reports. And then unfortunately, I had to continue to work on them from home yesterday. So that's what happened. And then work also, there was just a lot. It was just a very, very busy week. Typically, when it's report card week, it's just me gathering a lot of assessment data, connecting with families. Um, yeah, so that was this week with work. And then on top of all of that, it was also for me outside of work, because that's why we're here. It was a busy week with dance classes. So I had dance on Tuesday night, and then Wednesday I had a makeup class, and then Thursday I had my regular dance class. So I did 3, 4, almost 5 hours of dance this week, not including me practicing outside of time at the studio. Which honestly, as exhausted as I was by Friday, not just from the demands with work, but also just from like pushing my body to its physical limits with dance, it was actually really refreshing because when I'm at dance class, it just helps me burn off like personal like energy. It helps me deal with stress. And also like it's just so nice because it's just something that I'm doing for myself. Um and so I just really enjoy it. So I had dance this week and then Friday, I was pooped come Friday night, to be honest, because Friday I came home. I ended up, what did I do? Oh, yes. Friday was like comfort food night. I just ended up having like pizza and salad, poured myself some wine, watched some reality TV on the couch, did my laundry, a lot of laundry, because normally on Wednesdays is when I do like my bedding. But because I was at dance class this Wednesday, or this past Wednesday, I didn't do my bedding, like bedding and towels. So I did that Friday night because normally I break up my laundry. So, like, typically Fridays is when I do like my clothes, and then Wednesdays is when I do bedding and sheets. But this Friday, it was a lot because I didn't get around to it on Wednesday, which is fine. And then after that, I fell asleep at a really good time on Friday, to be honest. And then Saturday was busy because I woke up early for whatever reason. Um, well, no. I think what happened was I was still in like work wake up mode because I woke up early, then forced myself back to sleep, and then woke up again at 8, logged in to my work account and was working on reports till like 1, and then ate lunch, put away laundry, clean up the apartment. And then I was like, oh, I can nap before I head out because this past weekend we were celebrating my mom's birthday. And tell me how I overslept. I woke up late, rushed to get ready, showed up at my brother's place. Thank goodness him and his fiance were on point in terms of ordering the food because they ordered food and brought it back to their place. But I felt so bad. I was like half an hour late and everyone was waiting for me. I was like, I'm never late. But I was exhausted. I think it was because I was like staring at a computer screen for so long, doing all my reports. Um, but at least the reports are done. And then we celebrated my mom's birthday, which was fun. My brother and his fiance had picked up Greek food. So I had split the price with them for that. And then we had like our fruit cake, which was really yummy. And then I came home. I tidied up. Oh, on my way home, I went to Walmart because my area of Ontario, we were supposed to get up to 10 centimeters of snow, and I don't have a shovel. So I had gone to Walmart. Okay, let me tell you. I went to Walmart thinking, oh, I'll get like a little bit of groceries. So that was the other thing, which I completely forgot about. But give me a moment. Let me grab my tea. I like my tea in my cute like Stitch mug. It's fun. Um, so the weekend before, I did not do groceries because I'm trying to challenge myself to just eat what I have in my apartment. Because I have a lot of like canned goods like soup and beans. And then I also have like a lot of homemade meals that I had frozen. So I'm like, I'm just gonna eat through what I have. So I didn't actually do groceries this past like last weekend. So then this week on Thursday, on my way home, I had gone into Longos and I did like a really tiny grocery, like just some fresh veggies. And then Saturday, on my way home from my brother's place, I was like, oh, I should go into Walmart. I need to pick up a shovel and I need some fruit. So I went into Walmart because, like I had mentioned, my area of Ontario, we were supposed to get 10 centimeters of snow. And I'm like, I don't have a shovel. So Saturday night, I'm in Walmart. I like get my shovel, and I also needed like a tarp and what is it? Like twist ties slash rope because I have like furniture on my balcony, and rather than try and bring it inside for the winter, I'm going to like put the tarp, like tie a tarp over it just to protect it from the elements. But tell me how, after I grabbed like the stuff I needed, I was like, oh, I don't have any fruit for the week. So I was like, oh, I'll look at the fruit. I always like to have banana in the house. And then normally I do like a berry and then like a melon or a pineapple. So I was like, oh, I haven't had strawberries in a while. Let me go and look at the strawberries. Okay. Walmart is supposed to be like the budget friendly store. Their strawberries were $7. I was shook. So I did not purchase strawberries. Luckily, they had pineapple on sale for two something. So I got myself a pineapple. And then I was like looking to see like the other fruit and stuff. Everything's so expensive. Like I knew things were expensive before, but like I feel like the price of groceries has gone up even more than it was like last month. And I was like really disturbed by that because I was like, first of all, people need to eat. And second of all, I'm trying to get for myself like healthier, like healthy food options, like fresh food, because I don't really eat takeout anymore. And I'm also like trying really hard just to eat like more homemade meals because with my ex, like there was a lot of takeout and a lot of junk food. And now that, you know, we're no longer together, I just more really want to focus on putting like healthier food in my body. But I was like, $7 for strawberries in the summer. Strawberries would be on sale for like $2.99 or $1.99, depending on where it was coming in from. But I was shocked at the price. So I did not get um, strawberries. Luckily, when I was at Longo's, I did get clementines because clementines were on sale. And honestly, I love clementines. But yeah, Walmart really surprised me. And then I was like, well, it's getting really cold. So then I ended up picking up like some lip balm. But yeah, so by the time I got home, my family was worried because they're like, why aren't you home yet? And then I told them, I was like, well, I texted them and I was like, hi, I'm home. I ended up swinging into Walmart on my way in and whatever. So then today was a busy day because I had a friend come over and we had gone to church together, which was really nice. And then after church, I had told them, I'm like, hey, I got to run some errands because one, the Shoppers Drug Mart had like an issue with my prescription, so they only gave me half of the amount because they ran out of the like they were running low. So they had told me like we're going to do a partial fill, come back next week, and then we should have the rest of your prescription. So I told them I'm like, yeah, if you're okay with it, let's just go to Shoppers after church, and then I have to go into PetSmart because poor Ocean, my beta fish, I have like algae in my tank. And last week, I cleaned my tank. I've checked my water parameters. I don't understand why I have so much algae. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get an algae eater. So when we were in PetSmart, obviously I had to look at like all of the things. I ended up getting filters for my tank and then I picked out like a gold mystery snail. He's huge. Um, I think he's sleeping right now. He's sort of like half in, half out of his shell. So maybe he's in a food coma from eating some of the algae. I don't know. But he's a big snail, and I don't think he's going to be able to climb into the filter and die because that's what happened to the last snail I had. That they're like really tiny, but this one's like pretty big. Like he has a very large snail. I don't have a name for him. So if you can think of a name for my new pet snail, let me know. Ocean has not attacked the snail. Ocean is hiding in his pineapple. The pineapple's on one side of the tank, the snail is on the other side. I don't really know if they're friends or not. Ocean looked at the snail when the snail went in and then swam away. Yeah. Ocean's a really weird beta fish. He is not aggressive at all. He doesn't like puff up really. He's just sort of like a very mellow fish. He doesn't even react like if I show him like if I have like a really bright color on my nail from nail polish, if I show it to him, he doesn't like react at all. He just looks at me and he's like, eh. He goes back in his pineapple. So my friend and I, well, my friend came with me on my errands, and then we ended up coming back and we just had a chill day because it ended up snowing. Um, I ended up having to shovel a little bit of my parking spot because I park outside. And then on top of all this, I ended up also having to put the cover on my car And right now, everything is starting to freeze. So tomorrow morning, when I leave for work, it's going to be slippery. Hopefully, I don't fall. Um, yeah, it was an interesting day, that's for sure. But yeah, so after my friend had gone home, I ended up cleaning up the apartment, and now I'm here diamond painting. So yeah, that is what is going on in my life. And then in terms of this coming week, I've got the dentist tomorrow, dance Tuesday and Thursday. And then this coming weekend, I actually have a dance intensive. So Saturday and Sunday, it is 3.5, 4 hour dance classes. Um, so it'll be good. I'm really excited for it. I just, you know, hope I don't like tank out from all the dancing. But yeah, so oopsie. So yeah, so that was that. Let me just grab another color. I feel like this section is a little more color blocking. Okay, looks like I need this one. But yeah, so that was this week. But yeah, so we'll see how this current week goes. Hopefully, it's not as hectic. At least, like I said, for work, my reports are done. I just have to print them out when I get to work tomorrow and submit them. So that's good. But yeah. And then in terms of diamond painting news, this past Saturday, Diamond Art Club had their massive Christmas drop, and they had released, like, I think they said it was what, 30, 40, no, 30, no, 40 new Christmas kits. And of course, being me, I had to look at the previews. And there were two Miss Holly kits that dropped. And because I am currently on one, a low buy, and two, I'm trying to sort of not spend money right now. I'm trying to save money. Um, I wasn't going to pick up anything, and I was just going to wish list the Miss Holly kits. But then I I was torn because I really want eventually like both of the Miss Holly kits that dropped. But then the Clara and the Nutcracker one, I was like, if I was gonna pick two, it's gonna have to be the Clara and the Nutcracker. Because I absolutely love the Nutcracker. Just as a story. And as a kid, I really liked the Nutcracker. Like I had it as a book. I was always watching it as a movie. I like the ballet. Like it's just one of those sort of things from my childhood that's just very nostalgic for me. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to get the Clara and the Nutcracker kit. And then I solemnly swear I will be good and I will not get anything else unless there's like a Margaret Morales or a Miss Holly kit at Black Friday. But I'm like, no. So anyway, I logged in for the VIP release. And of course, Clara and the Nutcracker sold out. So I didn't get it during VIP. And then I logged back in at general release and I was super fast to get it. Thank gosh I picked it up. I got the email notification later, like late this afternoon, that it has shipped. And I am so excited. But now, my new thing is like, now with all these Christmas kits coming out and me going through my stash, I'm like, I really want to work on a winter themed kit. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep working on this kit this week, see how far I get with it. Just because this week it's not as hectic, so I know I'll have more time to diamond paint after work. So I'll see how far I get with this kit. And then I'm thinking maybe like mid November, I'll just tuck this kit away and I'll just start on like a holiday Christmassy themed kit. And I think I'm going to do because I have one of the kits in my stash and I did the Let's Explore video of it last week, which is Winter Wonder. That one isn't like full on Christmas or full on winter. So I think I'm going to start with that one. It's also a round kit and I think that's going to be a nice break because I've just been doing so many squares. Um But now, because there's snow on the ground and when I looked at the long range forecast, it's going to be cold. So, like, this snow, I don't see it melting probably until maybe April. So, now that there's snow on the ground, I just want to work on winter themed kits. That's just how my brain works. So, I have a feeling this kit is not going to be finished for this year, and that is okay. Um, I'm realizing that for myself, like when it comes to like the burr months and diamond painting, I'm realizing that I'm starting to become very weather motivated with my kits. Um, because like with fall kits, as soon as like we get into cozy season and it's like fall, there's pumpkins, I want to do like fall cute Halloween. But then the moment we get past Halloween, and like again, I'm not a huge Halloween person, but the moment we get past Halloween, I'm just like, I'm ready for non fall kits, whether it's just a kit that goes with any season or whether it's once there's snow on the ground, a winter themed kit. But that's something that I'm starting to realize with myself. And I think going forward, when it comes to like purchasing diamond paintings, I need to be more mindful of that because the fall kits, they just become long-term projects unless they're small ones. The small ones go by really fast. Like look at Halloween Screams. That one I did pretty fast. Despite well, I didn't work on it as fast as I normally would. But I also just had a lot going on. So I'm okay with that. But yeah. So yeah, so like I said, I'll work on this kit for the next like this week and then probably this coming weekend or maybe sometime next week I will begin to kit up something else. Right now, like I said, I'm leaning towards doing Winter Wonder by Puffy Gator. If I don't end up working on that one, I might end up doing one of the small like make market kits that I have from last year. I haven't decided yet. I also have a Stitch Christmas kit that would be a lot of fun to work on, but again, that one is um that's a square. And then all of the Miss Holly kits that I have that are winter themed are square. The Penguin Harmony kit by Steve Sundrum that I kept talking about last year that I was determined to work on and I never did. That one is a massive square. So yeah, we'll see what I end up doing. I just need to go through my closet because that's where all of my kits are stored. I just need to go through, see what's there, pick out a handful of kits that I'm like, yeah, this could be good options to try and work on for the rest of the year. Um, but yeah, I mean, it would be nice if I could finish at least one more diamond painting before the end of 2025. Um, just because I don't want too many kits being carried into the new year. Um, but we will see. We will see what I end up doing. I also have been seeing on, I need to look more into it, but a couple of people, like I've been seeing it in the diamond painting groups, this like goal of like to work through your stash and like to really focus on like your older kits. And I'm like really intrigued to join this movement because I feel like a lot of the kits that I had purchased when I first started diamond painting have been like tossed to the side and I haven't like they haven't really been looked at. So I feel like 2026 is going to be a year where I'm going to try my best to work a little more on the older kits in my stash. Um, but I think I want to mix it between like an old kit and a new kit, old kit and new kit. Um, I think that's how I want to do it. Just because, you know, there are kits in my stash that I had purchased when I first started diamond painting, and I was in love with the images. I still am in love with the images. I don't think there's really any kits in my stash where when I look back at them, I'm like, my taste. Because I feel like I've been very consistent in terms of my diamond painting preferences. Um, but I definitely want to join that movement of like doing a little old, like an older kit, a newer kit, older kit, a newer kit. Um, I think it would be fun actually, to be honest. Like, mix it up. Plus, I think it's cool how, like, with companies, like, over time, they upgrade their, like, kits. So I think it's fun to see, like, where they've upgraded. Like, I know I have some older Oraloa kits in my stash. And then I have a couple of newer ones. So it's always interesting to sort of compare. The same thing goes with Diamond Art Club. With Dreamer Designs, I don't know because I only have four Dreamer Designs kits. Um, four? No, five. I have five kits from Dreamer Designs. So those kits, as far as I know, when I purchased them, it was already like once Dreamer Designs had done the upgrades. So I have no like older Dreamer Design kits to compare that to. Um, but yeah, like I think it would just be fun. So we'll see. But I definitely think that like I want to branch out because I have like quite a few kits from Orloa. I have my kits from Dreamer Designs. I have my Fallon Gems kits, my Make Market ones. So I think like going forward, I want to sort of spread out the companies that I have. So like if I work on a Diamond Art Club kit, then I choose a kit from a different company next that's in my stash because that's the other thing. I do want to really work on like my stash, even though I just bought a new kit today. But in my defense, it was one of my must buy artists. Um, because I am obsessed with Miss Holly's work. Although I think it's a little unfair that Diamond Art Club released two Miss Holly paintings instead of one because I'm trying to be good with my money. But yeah. Although if the other Miss Holly kit does go low stock, then I will be wanting to pick it up. Because I'm finding that I'm not getting notifications. Like I sign up for the email notifications, but I find I'm not getting them when highly anticipated kits that are on my wish list that are out of stock um, come back in stock. And unfortunately, the highly anticipated kits are from Margaret Morales, and her kits sell out so fast, so fast. I know, like when was it? Last week, I was bad. I ended up caving and picking up the kit. It's the lady in like all green. Um, but like that kit sold out so fast. But that one I was like the greens were just so calming and I'm like, no, I can't. Like I feel like that kit is going to be very high on my to work on list come like once we get into March. That kit just screams March to me. I don't know if it's all the greens. I don't know because it just reminds me of spring and spring's like coming. But yeah, it's just so pretty. So pretty. But yeah. Anyway, that's like my many rambles with crafting. Hey, the snail's like traveling. Go, buddy, go. But yeah, so anyway. So in terms of this week, with my video, I still need to film my Thursday video. I'm hoping to film my post review of Halloween Screams for you. And then I also still need to post my bi monthly month in review where I discuss the kits I worked on for September and October. So one of those videos will hopefully be going up on Thursday. I don't know which one. It just depends on how fast I can edit things. But yes. Although I feel like my bi monthly month in review video is going to be very sad. But you know what? That's okay because I am not the speediest of diamond painters. I take my time. As you can see, I'm taking my time on this section. I mean, I probably could multi-place some of the sections or excuse me, some of the colors when there's like more than two. But I've just been like really enjoying single placing for this canvas. I don't know why. It's just for whatever reason really calming. Normally I'm like, no, I just want to multi-place if I can multi-place. But for this, I don't know. I find single placing really relaxing. So anyway, so with that being said, I'm gonna wrap up this video here. I think I've been talking for close to half an hour, and it's almost 9 o'clock. Actually, it is 9 o'clock, and I gotta get ready for bed and get ready for work tomorrow. So I'm gonna turn off the light. I did pretty good. I think this is a lot of color blocking, sort of the J and N symbol. We'll see. But yeah, so we'll see how this goes. Anyway, now if you did enjoy today's WIP'n chat, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support does mean the world to me. Of course, if you are looking for more diamond painting content, you can find me on my Instagram at ShineBrightDiamonds2023. So until next time, happy diamond painting. Bye everyone.